Hey runners, happy Wednesday, May 6th. It is 10:20 in the morning and it says it's 93 degrees outside. What? Whew, that is warm. That is hot. It's not even noon and it's 93. But it's supposed to get up to 106 today. So we are still 13 degrees away. And that will put us at a new record for this day. I believe it's 105 is the old record. It's just been crazy hot here in Phoenix. If you live in Phoenix, then you know just how freaking hot it is. If you don't, and you live somewhere like Montana where it's cool, throw some of that cooler weather our way because we are ungodly hot. Above average temperatures by today will be 15 degrees. 15 degrees here in the early part of May. These are temperatures that we see in like early mid-June. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. However, it looks like next week, by Tuesday, Wednesday, we will drop down under 100 degrees to like 97, maybe 95 or 4 degrees. Thank God. Our average is 91, and we're definitely looking for it. It's just been hot. But, you know, we live in Phoenix, and we're expecting that, but just not so soon. However, the mornings are very cool, comfortable, I should say. You know, not chilly, but nice. Today, I went out for my run at 5 o'clock and passed by this jewelry store that always has on its marquee the weather, and it said 68 degrees. So not bad, and it felt pretty decent. But I know in the next couple of days it's going to hit in the low 70s, which still isn't bad. It's when we start getting into the mid 70s, upper 70s, it's warm. We just have to stay hydrated on a regular basis. You know, nothing crazy, but definitely just making sure we're getting enough water on a regular basis. And then if we're out running, you'll see runners with those handhelds or the waist pack or, you know, a vest. I used to wear the packs around the waist, but then I got away from it, and then I was running with a handheld. But then I got away from that as well because I didn't really like running with anything in my hand or around my waist. So I would put out my bottles at various places. Now, when I'm doing like 6 or 7 miles, I don't really have to do that unless it's really hot. This weekend, I'm planning on doing about 7, and I'll probably leave a bottle like around the halfway point or so, just something to get, you know, some hydration, and it won't be that bad for me. But when temperatures start to climb up, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to wear my pack again or just leave the bottles out along different spots. So that's how we adapt out here in Phoenix. I don't know where you guys live. I know there's some places that are still pretty cool and getting rain, you know, the Midwest or out to the East Coast. You know, you guys are really starting to come into your nice months here. So I guess it's all relative to where you live. Today I did 4.5 miles and I felt pretty good. Yesterday I didn't feel as good because I had banged my little toe as I was coming out of the house into the garage and kind of stubbed it against the side of the door there on the frame. And if you've ever stubbed your toe before, especially that little toe, man, it flares up, and it was swollen red. I iced it a little bit. When I ran yesterday, I didn't want to push it, and I could feel it throbbing. So I just did a easy 5K because yesterday for Cinco de Mayo, a couple of our running friends, you know, I asked them if they wanted to run 5 on the 5, and they said they would. And So, except me, I didn't do a 5. But I want to do something with 5 in it, so I did a 5K. So, yeah, I participated in my own way. A good run today, 4.5 miles. It was an easy run. Well, when I say easy, it was 9:25 pace, which is a little quicker than my true easy pace, which should be around 9:45 to 10 miles. It was a nice little course that I ran on. We live in a town called Ahwatukee, which is part of Phoenix. It's just hilly. There's a lot of hills all over, and it's great when you're training for races. This gets you prepared, but there's times where you just want to run on some, nice flat or flatter courses. So the one I chose today really only had one hill, and it was a very short one, like less than 1/10 of a mile in the neighborhood. So it felt good today, and it was good to get 4.5. I am also excited because I am getting a trail shoe. I've been doing some research in the last week and a half. I follow a couple of YouTube vloggers who are very talented. Now, my YouTube channel is just something basic I use my phone here with, but it's something I like to do just to, rant, talk about running. And these guys are just, well, one guy, that's his main job. The other guy, he does that on a regular basis, and right now he's doing like live streams every day for the past almost 3 weeks. He's got a regular job, but not doing much now, of course, with pandemic, so he's increased his content and live stream. But these guys are great. I like watching them. One is Seth Demore, who's out of Denver, who ran for the University of Colorado in the early 2000s, like 2004, 2005. He's quick. He's like a 220-some marathoner, and just puts out great content. If you haven't checked him out yet, definitely do so. He's got a lot of energy, both him and his wife, and they have 4 little kids. They're just fun people. He's full of energy, full of insight, great reviews. He does a lot of shoe reviews, is where in part I got my idea for the shoe that I'm going to show you, and why I chose it. It was fun to follow. And then there's another gentleman out of Chicago named Kofuzi, Kofuzi, and he calls himself a non-elite runner, but he's also a pretty good runner. Not as quick as Seth. I think he's like is he a 3:10? He's just over 3 hours, or even faster than that, for a marathon. I believe he's trying to qualify for Boston. But for somebody who is, doesn't consider himself to be an elite, and you don't have to be an elite to be a runner, of course, but he's a pretty good runner, and he's got his stuff online. Of course, he's a lot different from Seth. Seth has got a lot of energy, and he's just kind of a, I don't know, geeky guy. Seth, that is. But then again, us runners, we're all kind of quirky, I guess. Quirky maybe is a better word to use, and I mean that in a positive light. I'm quirky, and I think runners in general have been kind of trademarked as being quirky. It's just something about the sport, and that's okay. We take that as a compliment. But Kofuzi is he's more of a kind of a conservative, low key, but really cool to check out his content as well, because I like the music that he plays, and the video that they take is just incredible. I mean, my videos are shot here out of my office, as you can tell behind me, with the medals that my wife and I have. Once in a while I get outside and do it, but anyways, I'm not trying to be anything like them. I'm just I love to put information out there, and if it reaches you as the audience, great. I'd love to hear from you, and learn more about why you run, or if you're looking into running, what is it about running that you're looking to do. So I guess now's a good time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so at the bottom, and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications when I release new video. And definitely leave your comments down at the bottom if if you'd like to. But thanks for watching. I have one more information to share. I have this shoe that I'm looking at on the screen, a trail shoe that I am going to be getting here. Hopefully, I don't think it will get here by Friday, but I think it'll be here Monday for sure, because I'm kind of hoping to wear it this weekend on Sunday. But I will show you. And before I do, I spent a good solid 7 to 10 days researching, like hours on different trail shoes. And thank you, Seth and Kofuzi, and also the Ginger Runner out there, for all your reviews in the past on trail shoes. Very insightful. I found a couple of shoes that I narrowed it down to, and the decision that I made was based on my needs, the price point as well. So I will share with you without further ado, and hopefully you guys can see this at home. That is a bright green and black and kind of like, I guess, a teal color shoe. Anyways, it is the Saucony Mad River TR. Pretty cool shoe. Here's some views of it. And it is a pretty good price. I got it for $79.95. And it was on sale at the Running Warehouse. If you haven't shopped there before online, definitely do so. Great folks out there, really good return exchange policy. You can shop with confidence. But they had a smoking deal on this one. I saved about $30, and it's a good price point for someone who is looking to run trails. I'm looking to do maybe once or twice a week, but I want a shoe that's dedicated for the trail. What's really cool about this is, so there are these little holes, well, they're not holes yet, but designs there, as well as these here. Now, I don't know how well you can see, but these guys right here, you can drill these holes out to drain your shoe of water. Like, that's crazy. Innovative at the same time. So if you live in an area where there's a lot of water, or you go through streams and creeks, and you just need to like drain your shoe, apparently that's what you can do. And then these guys right here with kind of like the crosses on them, you can drill a hole, and they tell you what size drill to use, but then you can put screws there. So instead of like putting chains on your shoes, if you live somewhere where there's a lot of snow and you need grip, for example, you can do that. And then final, there are these traction grooves here in the forefoot and midfoot that allow for good traction when you're, maybe going up a hill. And what's cool is the heel portion of the shoe has these grooves that are in opposite direction. If you can see, and hopefully you guys can, I apologize if you don't see it very clear, but it's kind of pointing to my left, I guess your right, and the opposite direction here. On the heel, this acts more like a braking mechanism. So it's pretty cool. So you're going down a hill, and I was watching some videos of this shoe and how people were braking. Like when Seth was going down this mountain, that he lives in the town of in Denver, and he was showing how that shoe, the way it's designed, how it makes it easy to brake. So really cool looking shoe. I'm really excited. If you own a pair, let me know what you think of it. Maybe you love it, thumbs up, or thumbs down if it's not a shoe that you like. But hey, let me know, because I'm excited to try these out, and I'm looking to run once a week for sure, maybe twice a week. But as mentioned, I'm looking for a shoe that I can dedicate strictly for trails. And also, this shoe is great as a commuter to trail shoe. So if you live in an area like we do, 1.5 miles away from the trails, you can run on the road, sidewalk, smooth trail, and then get onto your more technical trails like we have out here. And then when you're done, come back. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to change out your shoes. Although I'll be doing that, and also sometimes I like to drive up there. And if I do that, I can just hop on the trail and start my run. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel where you live. A lot of the businesses are slowly starting to get back. By this Friday, they're going to be opening up, I believe it's hair salons, barbershops, while practicing social distancing. And then by Monday, there's going to be some more, I believe, restaurants for dine-in. You can do that if they choose to do so. It'll be interesting. I am a little hesitant to get out right away. I think there'll probably be a little bit of a rush. There are groups of people that just are ready to get out, and believe me, I am too. But I also am, cautious. I don't want this to spread again and go for a second round, and if so, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And I hope you guys are doing well and safe, enjoying your runs. Let me know what you think. That's it for now. You guys have a great day. Take care.